Okay, students, today we shall see how to use common tools in carpentry and prepare a small workpiece, that is a mallet. Now, mallet is a tool that is used for striking on a workpiece or a so-called finished workpiece, and it is also used for striking on a chisel, because as you know, last time I already explained to you, the chisel has a plastic or a wooden handle. Plastic or a wooden handle. It has a plastic or a wooden handle. So that's the reason we require a mallet. We cannot use a hammer. So this is the mallet. So we use the mallet, and this is what we are going to make of a simple shape. So the first thing that we require, material that we require, is wood. So the first thing that we do is we see that one of the faces is right angle to the sides. For that we use a tri-square. So this is approximately right angle. So with reference to this, we mark the length required by us. So the length required by us is 12 inches or 30 centimeters. So we require 30 centimeters. So I mark using a tri-square and a pencil or a pen. I mark the length. Okay, as you can see, I've marked on the four sides. Now, I will use the panel saw for cutting. So now, when you cut, first we mark with a finger, we keep the finger there, and we just mark the length that we want. We just take a small groove. As you can see, the small groove, and then we hold it against or rest it against this surface so that it doesn't move, and we start cutting. So on the forward stroke, we take a slow stroke, and on the backward stroke, it's an idle stroke, so we do not apply pressure. Only on the forward stroke we apply, because the saw has its teeth cut in the forward direction. There are some saws that have their teeth cut in the reverse direction. There, the backward stroke is the cutting stroke, the forward stroke is the idle stroke. So now we will cut. So it's cut. This is right angle to the sides. Now the next thing that we do is planing. We just want a smooth surface as per the drawing on the board, which I'll show you in a few minutes. So the first thing that we require a flat surface, a smooth surface like this. So we require planing. For that, we require a jack plane. Now I'll show you how to set this jack plane. This jack plane consists of parts, various parts. This is called the sole of the jack plane. This is the knob. This is called a frog, F-R-O-G, of the jack plane. This is the adjusting screw. And this is the wedge, W-E-D-G, and this is the blade or the cutting iron. Both these are fixed in the opposite direction. What do I mean by that? The cutting edge is beveled on the opposite side. See, the bevels are on the opposite sides. If you see the bevel of the wedge and that of the cutting edge, they are opposite side. Okay, so now, and the distance from the cutting edge to the edge of the wedge should be roughly around 4 to 5 millimeters, not more than that. It should not be less than that, it should not be more than that. If it is less than 2 millimeters, what happens is you won't get those curls. If it is more than 5 millimeters, it will start digging. It will not cut. Okay? So that's the reason we should have roughly around 3 to 5 millimeters maximum. And now to set it, here there is this lever that adjusts. If you see, as I move that lever, you can see the wedge or the edge of the cutting edge moving from side to side. So which means to say it will not be flat. Okay, so this lever is for adjusting your cutting edge to be flat parallel to the sole. So now we will set it just around 0.5 millimeters above the sole. Okay, I don't know whether you can see it, just little. You can feel it here. But before that, you should be sure that it is sharp. If it is not sharp, then we can sharpen using an oil stone. So while using an oil stone, we rest it against a block, and we see that we sharpen it in this manner. We do not move it. As we move, we do not take it down. It should be parallel throughout. You attain this with practice. You can feel it here, if it is sharp or not. One side it is smooth, the other side it is rough. So now we will set it. Now that it is very sharp, I will set it on the jack plane. To set the jack plane, you see this lever here? This small lever pushes the blade forward or backward. Can you see the lever moving? See, this is too much. So I take it back. Now we put the lock or the locking iron and we lock it in position, and we see that it is parallel throughout, parallel to the sole. If not, we can adjust it using the adjusting lever. This is the adjusting screw and adjusting lever. Now we shall do planing on this. When you do planing, see that you stand in the proper posture. Now, proper posture would mean you do not stand straight as you plane. You might fall. So, you keep your front leg. If you are a left-handed, you can move this side. If you are right-handed, the other side. Anyways. So you get curls like this if it is properly set. Now we should check if it is flat. How to check the flatness? With reference to the tri-square, we check for flatness. We see that there is no gap. So if there is no gap, that means it is flat. Now this side is left a little bit. So we plane it here. So one side is over. Now with reference to this, we will make the next adjacent side to right angle. Like this, we do it for all the sides and we check it is right angle. This is slightly high. So it's still high here. So only this edge needs to be planed. As you can see, it is nearly right angle now. So like that, we will do all the four sides.